welcome you to a deep dive into something, well, truly transformative, the way artificial intelligence is evolving, accelerating, really. We're moving past just talking about AI as tools, It's becoming much more. We're seeing AI step up as actual creators, proactive assistants, even social learners.
Yeah, it's quite a shift.
We've pulled together some really fascinating insights today. We'll touch on the future of advertising, how AI agents might soon, guess what you need before you
Anticipate your needs, yeah.
Right, and it all points to a future that feels much closer than maybe we thought. So our mission today, unpack these nuggets, connect the dots, and really show you why this isn't just tech news. It's bigger. It's about shifts that are going to reshape how you live and work.
Absolutely. I think what the sources really paint is this picture of AI moving beyond just, reacting to commands. It's becoming this integrated, continuous presence. Less about you saying, AI, do this, and more about the AI just understanding and acting for you. Sometimes before you even clock the need yourself. It's a fundamental change in its role, really.
Okay, let's jump into that. A really concrete example we found, the creative explosion. You might think AI is great for, spreadsheets or code.
Their analytical stuff.
Exactly. But what about designing, say, a whole TV ad? We saw this example, Elena Flelu, the eyewear brand. Their new TV commercial in Spain produced entirely with AI.
Yeah, on free pick, which is interesting. It's not just a concept, it's actually happened.
Totally. And the source pointed out the last tech wave changed how ads were distributed, but AI is now changing how they're created.
And that's the key insight, I think. It isn't just about making things faster or cheaper, though it might do that too.
Yeah.
It's changing the creative process itself. Well, it forces us to ask, if AI can generate the whole commercial, what does creativity even mean now? What's the human role? It seems less about the pixel pushing, maybe, and more about the high-level concept, the strategy, the prompt.
So humans become the directors, the visionaries.
Sorta, yeah. The strategic curators. AI handles the infinite variations, the execution. Human creativity moves upstream, focusing on the why and the what, not just the how. It's happening right now.
That's a huge shift in thinking about creative work. And it's not stopping at ads, right? The sources hinted at bigger things. Like, the future of cinema is going to be wild.
That was a striking comment.
If AI is doing full commercials, what does that imply for movies, for TV shows? What are we looking at?
Well, the materials suggest a few things. One is democratization. Imagine indie filmmakers getting blockbuster visuals without the blockbuster budget.
Okay, that's big.
Huge. Or maybe entirely new kinds of stories, interactive narratives maybe, or films that are hyper-personalized, subtly changing based on who's watching.
Whoa. Like, the movie adapts to my mood.
Potentially, yeah. Or your viewing history, things we can't even quite picture yet. That's the kind of wild future being hinted at.
Incredible. Almost unlimited creative power.
Okay,
so that's AI, the creator. But let's shift gears. This next part is where it gets maybe even more profound.
the proactive side.
Yeah. Moving beyond AI, creating on-command AI, just being there, anticipating things. Sam Altman's vision, right, that the future isn't request and response, it's continuous, proactive.
Exactly. That's a really core idea from the sources.
So what does that look like, practically speaking?
Altman paints this picture of AI agents just running quietly in the background. They're watching your Slack, your email, your calendar, your digital life, basically. Constantly, but not passively. They're actively noticing patterns, seeing needs emerge before you even type a query or ask for help.
Like a team of assistants?
Yeah, he uses terms like agents, assistants, companions, doing stuff for you all the time without explicit instruction. It's a massive shift from how we use computers now, right?
Yeah.
From a tool you pick up to a partner that's always on.
It sounds incredibly efficient, like my AI might know I need coffee before I do.
Maybe.
But, it also implies constant monitoring. Does it feel a bit intrusive?
Right.
Did the sources address that side of it?
That's a really good point. The sources definitely focus more on the potential benefits, the productivity, the seamless help.
Right.
But yeah, implicitly, there are huge questions about privacy and control. The idea seems to be that it would learn your boundaries, be highly personalized, permission-based.
Right.
But the challenge, and this is kind of reading between the lines, is building AI that's smart enough to be truly helpful proactively without just being annoying or overstepping.
Yeah.
Getting that balance right is crucial, and it seems like that's still being figured out.
Yeah, that line between helpful and overwhelming seems critical. This whole idea, though, this continuous proactive intelligence, It connects to another point of the source, right? This question, the future of the internet. And it mentioned a project, DeepSite.
Oh, yes, DeepSite.
Could that be like an early version of what this proactive web experience might look like?
It certainly seems like a step in that direction. DeepSite, from what we gathered, is about moving away from the internet where you actively search and pull information.
Yep.
Instead, it's just an internet that kind of understands your context, learns your patterns, and then pushes relevant information or connections to you proactively.
So like, my browser just knows the next thing I need.
Sort of, yeah. Imagine it anticipating the document you need for your next meeting or the contact info you were about to look up and just having it ready. It's about making the whole digital world feel much more responsive to you specifically.
Okay, wow. So for these AI agents to be so good, so proactive, so understanding, they need to really get us right. Not just process data, but understand human behavior.
Precisely. It's not enough to just react. They need to grasp the why.
And how do they learn that? We saw insights from Jack Holder at DeepMind about AI learning social cues.
Yes, that was fascinating. He explained this method where AI agents learn social cues by being placed in these simulated, realistic environments.
Simulated environments, like a game.
Sort of, but much more complex. Think sophisticated digital sandboxes designed to mimic human social interactions, negotiation, cooperation, maybe even conflict.
Okay, and what's the key part of how they learn?
The really interesting detail was that they learn by watching other agents that are programmed to behave like humans.
Ah, so they're learning by observation.
Exactly. By observing these interactions, they start to build statistical models of social dynamics, and this helps them develop what psychologists call a theory of mind.
Theory of mind. That sounds important. What is that exactly?
But it's the ability to understand that others have their own mental states, beliefs, desires, intentions, knowledge that might be different from your own.
No.
For an AI to anticipate your needs effectively, it can't just see what you do, it needs some ability to infer why you might be doing it. What's your goal? What do you believe? That's theory of mind.
So they're learning human intentions by watching simulated humans interact. It's like AI watching endless digital improv theater to understand motivation.
That's actually not a bad analogy. They're building these complex models of behavior and intent from observation.
But the sources mentioned a limitation too, right? Something about their own experience.
Yes, a crucial point. They're learning by observing simulated behavior, or maybe data of human behavior. They aren't yet learning effectively from their own direct personal experiences interacting with the world, or, importantly, with you.
What's the difference? Why does that matter?
Well, it means their understanding is based on general patterns, on statistics derived from potentially vast amounts of data, but not necessarily on the unique nuances of interacting with one specific individual over time.
So they can predict general human behavior, maybe, but not necessarily my specific quirky behavior based on our history together.
That seems to be the current frontier. Their understanding is sophisticated, but it's learned from observation, not yet grounded in unique, lived personal interaction. Bridging that gap, moving from simulated observation to learning from real individual experience, that's the next big step for these AI companions.
Got it. So it feels like we've covered a lot of ground today.
We certainly have.
We've seen AI stepping up, not just as a tool, but as a creator, crafting whole ads.
And potentially reshaping cinema.
Right. And then this huge shift towards proactive agents, constantly working in the background, anticipating our needs, like with Altman's vision and projects like DeepSite.
And underpinned by learning social cues, developing this theory of mind, even if it's still based on observation for now.
Exactly. It really feels like the future of AI isn't something coming way down the road. Parts of it are already unfolding, integrating into our lives in some pretty profound ways.
It really highlights that move from AI being the separate thing we use to something woven into the fabric of our daily existence, changing industries, changing how we interact. It's becoming this invisible, integral layer.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's a thought to leave you with. If these AI agents are set to constantly monitor us, notice our needs, even create for us, what new needs might they actually help us discover? Needs we don't even know we have right now? Or maybe could they even start to define new needs for us in the future?
That's a fascinating question. What happens when the tool starts shaping the user's desires?
Something to ponder, definitely. Until our next deep dive.